songs can fly on the airwaves. They just need a chance to start. Purple songs can grow and hope and faith and fly from heart to heart.
Did you know Purple Songs Can Fly? Welcome to our program, produced by the Children in Treatment at the Texas Children's Cancer and Hematology Centers. Our program is about great music made by some terrific young talents. Now, here are the hosts of Purple Songs Can Fly.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Purple Songs Can Fly program on the Voice America Kids Network. I'm Dominic
And I'm Emily Freeman.
and today we're interviewing Miss Carol Younkin. So, welcome to the studio, Miss Carol Younkin.
I'm very happy to be here. It's nice to be on this side of the mic.
Yes,
I'm not used to this.
for all the
Right.
episodes, you are sitting in a chair helping us flow along, but
Yeah.
now you're getting interviewed. So,
I am.
how's
I'm
it
a little
feel to be-
afraid.
How's it feel to be in the other chair?
It feels good. It feels good.
Okay, good.
So, to get the ball rolling, first of all, where were you born?
I was born in a little town called Danville, Virginia,
Virginia.
right on the border of North Carolina.
Beautiful place.
Okay.
Yes, it's right at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountain.
Yes, I'm familiar with that.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It is a beautiful place to grow up. And I lived in the same house all my life.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, it's a good place to start any interview, I think. Let's just talk about your childhood, your family, early travels, early experiences.
Well, I'm not from a very large family. I have an older brother and a younger sister.
Okay.
And as I said, we all lived in the same house all our lives until we up and went to college or got married or whatever we did.
Right.
And we didn't travel a lot. We would go on vacations to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, I
If
love
we got really
Myrtle
ambitious,
Beach.
we'd go to Daytona Beach, Florida.
Okay.
But you know, back in the day, it was all driving. We didn't fly anywhere.
Right.
We drove.
Right.
Very seldom with air conditioning. So you had to either get along or not on these long trips. And that's where, don't make me stop this car came
That's the way
from.
my family does it.
Yeah.
And we did a big car trip, so I know
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah.
exactly. Well, that's the way we did it.
Wow. All right.
So, interests. What did you like doing back then?
Well, when I was a little girl, I liked music. That was the biggest part of my life was
Right.
music.
Right.
And we had a piano in our house that my father, who turned 93 last week, who he grew up with that piano when all of his sisters played it. And then he brought it to our house, and it was a little upright piano.
Right.
And I learned to play on that piano. And so
Nice.
music and singing and piano was mostly what my interest revolved around.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and the town we lived in was so small. The elementary school I went to went from 1st to 8th grade.
Okay.
And then you went to high school from 9th to 12th. So, it was a very small school. You had the same teacher all day long.
Right.
Not like today where everybody goes to all
Right.
the different specialty teachers.
Right.
What kind of a student were you? Do you remember being the prankster or the perfect student?
Oh, no. My brother and sisters were the perfect student. I was more the extracurricular student. Anything outside of school, music, theater, any of that stuff is what I really liked. I was very, very lucky when I was in elementary school. My 5th grade teacher had a pitch pipe, and we had an a cappella group, and we would meet before school. And she taught us how to harmonize. And all she had was that little pitch pipe, and she would teach us songs, and we would learn how to harmonize, which was great for me because I have a low voice. And I couldn't sing all those high notes that the sopranos sang.
Right.
And it started my interest in music and singing.
Music, it's a very good interest to have. I mean,
I
being in this
think so.
music studio, it's...
Yes.
Oh, I know, and it's very
That's what brought us together.
therapeutic, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And healing.
hmm
Yes.
And the other interest I had was in acting.
Oh,
And so I did a lot of
Acting
plays.
career.
Yes,
Yes.
my first play was in the 2nd grade. I played a crow, and I was very upset about that
Aw.
because as any actor, I thought I could have played the lead.
wanted
I
to
could have
play,
done that.
of course.
Yeah, I could have done that better, but I didn't, and so I had to be a crow.
You got the
and
crow.
I had one line, and I really wasn't happy about that. but I did it with a lot of emotion. So
I'm sure.
I
An emotional
discovered
crow.
the acting bug at that moment.
And that's what got you started.
Yes.
You did lots of things since then. Am I right? You did in Annie. You were in Little Shop of Horrors.
I directed those. But I've been in a lot of plays. But and then in high school I did a lot of theater and music. So that's how I spent my time, not so much with homework and studying.
Okay, but special things, music and
On the
acting.
stage.
Those are the fun things.
They are.
Yes,
They are. For me.
yes.
Yeah.
That's really, really neat.
Will you do us the honor of sharing that one line as the crow from way back when?
My premiere line. And
Yes.
my title was Risky Rascal Crow. And I was begrudgingly doing it, but I put a lot into the line. And the line was the little rhyme, children's rhyme, that was, a diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar, why do you come so soon? You should have come at 10 o'clock, and now you come at noon. Exit stage right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Tears to my eyes.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Such talent.
Yes.
So,
That child.
so of all you've been a part of, what has been your favorite role?
In acting,
Yes.
It wasn't the crow, was it?
no, it was not the crow.
Okay.
I love Shakespeare, and I worked
Shakespeare.
with the Los Angeles Shakespeare Company, and I did Lady Macbeth, which was a
Okay.
Yes.
meaty role to
Yes.
do.
Yes.
And I did Ophelia in Hamlet, which I loved.
Wow.
I also did a play called The Hot L Baltimore
Uh-huh.
here in Houston, and I got to play a real naughty girl, and that was fun. I enjoyed that very much. I got to play Nancy Twinkle in Little Mary Sunshine, which is a musical, and I love that.
Okay.
So that it depends on the genre, and it depends on the.
That's a lot of different types of plays.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a variety.
Yes. Now, what have been some of your influences or inspiration along this journey of yours?
I've had many influences.
Oh, I'm sure.
And,
sure.
they come from the craziest places. Sometimes of course, actors, I love to watch their different performances.
Yes.
I had a professor who was a great influence on me. His name was John Irvin, and he just taught me so much about theater and about acting. I also discovered when I was a teacher that my students taught me a lot. I could learn a lot from them because I think young people, from the smallest to high school and college, are very uninhibited, and they don't mind taking risks, and they don't mind putting it all out there.
Right.
And sometimes as you get older, you forget how to do that because you're very cautious about
Right.
things. So sometimes it's my students, and on a daily basis, I'm influenced by different people. So
That's cool. That's very cool.
We're going to wrap up this segment with a song called Dancing and Singing by a girl named Taylor who wrote this song in memory and honor of her sister who had passed away.
I'd like to dedicate this song to my sister Brooke. This song is called Dancing and Singing, and we used to dance and sing all the time. When I play with my friends, with my sister by my side, when I sing and dance, when we ride our bikes, when we play baby dolls, and we play pirates, when we save the princess as Shaddy and Malik's. It's fun and cheerful, it makes me happy when I play with my friends, with my sister by my side. It's fun and cheerful, it makes me happy when I play with my friends, with my sister by my side. When I play with my friends, with my sister by my side. Sing Hannah Montana's Who Said. We dance to over one, 'cause we love the beat. I like the rhythm and the spirit when I move my feet. It's fun and cheerful, it makes me happy when I play with my friends, with my sister by my side. It's fun and cheerful, it makes me happy when I play with my friends, with my sister
Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Purple Songs Can Fly program on the Voice America Kids Network. I'm Dominic Dybala,
And I'm Emily Freeman.
and today we're going to continue our interview of Miss Carol Younkin. So in the last segment, we talked about her childhood and background. So we're going to carry that into the next segment, talking about her adulthood, her education through school, high school, and travels as a young adult. So tell us, where did you go to college? We'll start there.
I started at a little school called Stratford College in Danville, Virginia. It was a girls' school, and I went there because I had taken piano lessons from the professors in the music department there, and I continued my studies with them. And after that, I transferred, because I really was ready to get away from home, to Radford University, which is in the Blue Ridge Mountains, not far from Virginia Tech, if anyone knows where that is. And that's when I went into a double major with music and theater. So I ended up getting a degree in music and a degree in theater. I switched from piano to voice at the suggestion of my professor, because I had gotten about as good as I was going to get at the piano. And I did a lot of classical music, but I was like, I'm not getting any better, and I'm really not enjoying this practice that much. So he said, why don't you go to voice, and we'll fit you in there. So that's what I did, and it was a great fit for theater.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, you said you grew up in Virginia, but now you're here. Tell us.
How did you
That's
make
a
it here?
story.
How did you
Oh,
make it
well,
here?
Well, that's
you
the story that
know,
we need to hear.
my plan was to go to New York. That's what I wanted to do. Like all the young people that want to go live their dream.
The Big Apple.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I met this guy, and he was very cute. And his name was Al Younkin, and he was an architecture student. And, one thing led to another, and we fell in love. And so I blithely gave up my dream of going to New York, and we got married, very happily married. And we just had our 38th wedding anniversary, so we've been married for a long time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we got married on a Saturday, and the following Thursday we moved to Puerto Rico.
Wow.
I had never been out of Virginia, so this is a culture shock
That's
for
a
me.
big jump.
Yeah. We lived in Puerto Rico for a year, and then we moved to Arizona,
Okay.
and we lived there for 5 years. That's where our two sons were born, Ray and Travis. And that's where I worked with the LA Shakespeare Company. And then from there, we got a job offer in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And we came to Houston and just fell in love with Houston. And we were here for 2 years, and then we got a transfer from the company to Hong Kong. So we lived in Hong Kong for 2 years, which was fabulous, and then we came back to Houston, and we've been here ever since.
Oh, wow. Okay, you said you didn't do traveling as a child, but
Yeah.
it was made up for in your adulthood.
Right.
That's a
I
lot of
learned
getting
a
around.
lot. Well, my
Puerto Rico,
husband Al was born here in the United States, but his parents moved to Thailand when he was 2 years old. And he spent all of his life in Thailand until he came back to the States to go to college. So he was used to the travel, and I just sort of floated along.
Right.
So, and the kids are all grown now. Ray is a musician here in Houston, and Travis is a deputy director of the Upper Kirby District here in Houston. And I have 2 grandsons that are the light of my life, and life is good.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So now you're working with Purple Songs Can Fly. So your job nowadays, you're working with Miss Anita on this program. Would you tell us something about what you're doing now?
Yes.
Well, with Miss Anita, I'm kind of producing. I'm kind of helping her because she's a very busy lady, and she needs to be writing music and concentrating on the music. So I help her get things organized, and it's a great thing for me because I think the Purple Songs program is so fabulous, and it's good for me to hear all the music. Otherwise, when I'm not doing that, I do voiceover work and some commercials, TV commercial work, and that kind of thing.
Right. So, where do you see Purple Songs going? The future.
To the moon?
goals,
No, it's
maybe?
been to the moon already. It's already been to outer space.
It's already been there,
I would like to see a Purple Songs musical myself. I would
Ooh,
love to
that would be
write
very
a musical.
nice.
I love to. I'm a playwright too, so I see that in the future.
You
I
do
think,
it all.
I think that would be fun, don't you?
Yes.
All right, if you get that started, you're going to have me in there.
I would love to
I'm
have
looking
you in
forward to
there.
that.
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
As
We're
a
in a
lead,
musical.
right?
Musical.
As a lead,
Okay.
right, Dominic?
I've been
getting
thinking about this for a while. Anita and I have thought about
musical.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't you think it'd be fun?
It would be
That's
way
gonna be-
fun.
If you like
Fantastic.
musicals,
Sure.
I love
Absolutely.
musicals.
So, what do you like doing now in your spare time when you're not working with Miss Anita?
In my
What do you like doing?
uh,
Hobbies nowadays?
hobbies, well, I am a baseball fanatic.
Are you serious?
Really?
Baseball?
I am a fanatic about baseball. I play fantasy baseball. I follow all the teams.
Right.
I love sports, and the World Cup's on right now too. So I'm
Yeah, the soccer
a little
cup.
happy right now. Then I love crossword puzzles. I retired from teaching. I taught teaching for 20 years. I taught teaching. I wish I could have taught.
What
I taught
subject did
teaching.
you?
I taught theater
Of course.
and music, and I taught for 20 years, and I just retired a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. This next song is called Big Love, and it was written by Taylor for her sister, whose name was Brooke. And that her parents actually founded an organization called Big Love. And it's just a beautiful song, and I hope you enjoy it.
Brooke would send you up to the sky. She captured hearts, she changed our lives. She loved us all, she'd make us smile. She'd say a prayer for every child. Brooke's incredible gift is love. Big love, big love. She loved us big. She loved us up with big love, big love. We are here to give you hope and grace, strength and courage with each trial you face. All the little things to help you smile. So say a prayer for your child. Brooke's incredible gift is love. Big love, big love. She loved us big. She loved us up with big love, big love.
We cannot all do great things, but we can do small things with great love.
Brooke's incredible gift is love. Big love, big love. She loved us big. She loved us up with big love, big love. Brooke's incredible gift is love. Big love, big love. She loved us big. She loved us up with big love, big love.
I love you up to the sky, I love you up to the sky, up to the sky. I love you up to the sky, I love you up to the sky.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Purple Songs Can Fly program on the Voice America Kids Network. I'm Dominic Tabala,
And I'm Emily Freeman.
and we're going to get back to our interview with Miss Carol Younkin. So, in the last segment, we talked about your early adult life and your profession and what you are now. So, let's do some more of that in this segment. Talk about
Yes.
your work with the theater and What's that all about?
Well, everyone who has studied acting or singing and they want to be a star, they want to be Hollywood or New York, of course, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in reality, in reality, everybody doesn't make it that far because the competitiveness is fierce.
Right.
It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of talent. And it takes a lot of luck and being in the right place at the right time. And there are many, many people in this world who have amazing talent that you'll never see on a movie or television. You might see them in your community theaters. And a lot of people discount, I think, community theater because they're like, oh, well, that's just local. But don't ever underestimate the talent that's around you because these people, although they're not in New York, are probably some of the most talented people you'll ever see. And I would say that to any kids out there that want to perform. Don't underestimate what you're doing or where you're doing it. Just when you have another opportunity to connect with a human spirit, which is what I love about acting, is when I'm on stage and I feel that I'm making a connection with a person in the audience and I'm sharing a human spirit with them. For me, that's success.
Yeah,
and if you can touch another person's heart,
your audience, right?
Yeah, I think that's all you need. So I've worked in a lot of theaters here in Houston and elsewhere, and I enjoyed it very, very, very much. But I'm certainly not going to get rich, and I'm not in it for the money. I've worked in a lot of film, as far as commercials and training films. I've only done one feature film, which was
what was that?
Which was it was a movie called Murder Wishes.
I think I saw that on the yes.
And it's you can't find it anywhere. You can find it on Netflix, but you can't order it. And I played the lead, and it was really fun to do. But it was really a bad movie, and it's so bad it was good. It was one of those like cult movie things.
Right.
Then I loved it. It was really fun, but just kind of way out there.
Right.
But the difference in stage and film, in stage you can be big and you're
Really
belting out a song.
Really connect with the audience.
Yes, and your audience is right there next to you. And
Right.
sometimes, if you're lucky, and you're doing a very dramatic scene or a comedy or whatever, and you feel the audience move when you're moving, man, there's no feeling like that because they're right there with you.
Right.
And you can use your face expressions, you can use gestures and be as big as you want to. And on film, that's deadly. I mean, film,
You've got the
you
silent
raise an
camera.
eyebrow. And
Right, because when you're on the stage, you'll have the audience reacting and you know what they're thinking. They'll
Yeah.
applaud or they'll be silent. And with the camera's always silent.
yes.
So you have to be
Right.
very careful, I imagine.
You do, and the camera's only this big, so a big movement
Yeah.
will move you right out of the range of the camera.
True.
So a lot of actors that do stage don't do well on film, and vice versa, because it's just a different,
Whole different genre.
it is. It's very, very, very different. In stage, you don't get a second chance.
True.
You can't go back, let's do that again. It's done. The train has left the station, and
Right.
that's where it's going. And in film, you can go back and
Can't just cut.
and
Right.
redo things.
Right.
Is there anything about your life that you think you would have changed? Anything that you
About what
wish
I'm
had
doing.
happened?
We're done
Anything
over.
that happened?
Oh, if I had it to do again?
If you had to
Right.
do again.
Oh, after I saw All the President's Men, I would have been an investigative reporter. That's what I would have done. I would have loved to. Just to go. Yes, and why did you do that? And where were you? If I had it to do again,
You've
that's
done
what
that.
I would do.
If you could do it
Really?
again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think you chose the perfect profession.
I've been very happy. And in my next life, I may be a baseball player. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Sports
All
fanatic.
right.
So
All right.
before we wrap up this segment, the rewards of being a teacher, an actor, a writer, a musician, these are all so many different things. Talk to us about how this has made an impact on you and what kind of a person you've become.
I think it's the arts. I just have a passion for the arts.
Yes.
And if I could dance, I would love to dance, but I can't dance. I am terrible. And I envy people who can just let their bodies go and express themselves because I've never been able to do that. Or visual arts. I love to go to museums. I love to see paintings, and I wish I could do that because it's such a private thing that you can do, and you don't have to do it in
Right.
front of 300 people like you do as an actor.
Right.
It's very private. And I just love all of the arts. And that's what I've enjoyed, is sharing whatever I'm doing with students or with the public or with an audience.
We all have things that we can do and things that we can't do, and we're always going to envy other people for something that they can do.
And you celebrate what you can do. And it may
Yes.
be your gift, it may be a talent for singing or dancing or painting, and it may be a talent for listening and for opening your heart to other people that they gain so much from. So, celebrate whatever it is.
And
that
it's
is
a big
your
world,
gift.
so we need all different types of
Right.
talent.
Exactly.
And listeners, you may feel like, well, I don't have a talent, but
Oh.
we all have God-given talents.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It may take a little while to find it, but it's there. It's there.
When my kids were little, I learned that because Ray once told my husband, he said, you went to school a long time, Daddy, to learn to be an architect. And Al said, yes, I did. And Ray said, and you're good at being an architect. And he said, yes, I am. And he said, and Mommy went to school a long time to learn how to wash dishes. And she's good at that.
I am a good dishwasher.
And I discovered there was time for me to get out again, and do some acting.
I am a good dishwasher.
So
Thank
there you go. Whatever your talent is.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be music, it can be anything. It can
It
be
can.
Exactly.
archery, if you like archery, compete in the Olympics when you grow up.
Whatever you're passionate about. Just
Yes.
go
Follow
out.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it.
Never.
But
Ever.
listen to their advice, because advice comes from those around you.
Yes.
And it's important to find yourself with good people who will take you where you can go.
And support
It is.
you.
It is.
It's talent and support. So we'll continue this interview in the fourth segment. We're going to finish this segment with a song called New York City, imagine that, by Miss McKenna when she was 14 years old. So we'll get right back to you after this.
See ya.
Walking in New York City, got my shades and skinny jeans. Past the subway and the cabs, I'll see as much as I can. Oh, oh. Stars walking down the street, hidden by paparazzi. Walking through Central Park, frozen hot chocolate after dark. Oh, oh. Goodbye, Southern heat. Hello, New York City streets. Sell my ticket, I'm staying here. Have the time of my life, my dear. Oh, oh. Oh, Magnolia Bakery, see some shows on Old Broadway. Sipping tea at the plaza, tipping the next Lady Gaga. Oh, oh. H&M, D&G, Bloomingdale's looks good on me. FAO, Toys R Us, NYC, my bankrupt us. Oh, oh. Goodbye, Southern heat. Hello, New York City streets. Sell my ticket, I'm staying here. Have the time of my life, my dear. Goodbye, Southern heat. Hello, New York City streets. Sell my ticket, I'm staying here. Have the time of my life, my dear. Oh, 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 oh.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Purple Songs Can Fly program on the Voice America Kids Network. I'm Dominic Dvala,
And I'm Emily Freeman.
and today we're going to get back to interviewing Miss Carol Younkin.
Yes.
So we were talking about her profession as a teacher, actor, writer, musician,
basically everything.
runs in her life. Very talented woman.
Yes.
So we're in the fourth segment now. So it's time to
Home
bring it
stretch.
all together.
Okay.
So just a few more questions. How did you and Miss Anita Cruz meet for the first
Yes.
time? Because you're working together now.
Right.
Well, it's been quite a while ago. Over 20 years ago, I guess.
Really?
Okay, you go
About
back.
20 years. Yes! I was teaching at Poe Elementary School here in Houston, Texas. I was teaching music and theater. Anita came to Poe as a guest artist with Writers in the Schools kind of program where they were working with fifth graders mostly. And Anita was helping them to write poetry with another person. And then they were going to put it to music. And then they were going to write a musical from the things that the children wrote. And I was in my little temporary building out in the back, minding my own business. And Anita had this wonderful music that she had put together, but needed a little help staging it, how to exactly get it up on its feet.
Right.
And, you know, theater is traffic control, getting off stage and getting on stage and not running into each other in the process. And so that's where we met each other, and we hit it off as far as working with the kids and working with each other. And then we kept in touch throughout the years. And my older son, Ray, works with Anita as a musician as well.
Really?
So,
Wow.
yeah, and when he said, I'm working with Anita Cruz, it just kind of bumfuzzled me. I went, oh no, I know Anita
The
way
same Anita
before.
Cruz?
Yes!
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, and so it's just wonderful that I have this opportunity to work with her again.
Just kind of clicked.
Meant to be.
Wow.
Do you have any advice to aspiring artists? Maybe something that you wish you had known, now you do. Can you pass that on to the next
Or
person?
just some advice that.
I
Words
would,
of wisdom.
yeah,
Yes.
I don't know how wise I am, but I would, as far as artists, I would say take risks. Don't be afraid to take a risk. I know in an audition situation, for me, and in my experience, the people that you're auditioning for pretty much know what they want before you walk in the door.
True.
And in the first 20 seconds, they know whether they're going to use you or not. And it may not have anything to do with the amount of talent you have. It may be your look is
Right.
not the look they're going for.
Right.
And so you can't take anything personally from an audition. You have to be persistent. You have to have a thick skin. And you have to know that you're good. And if they don't get to work with you, it's their loss and not yours. And that's what you have to tell yourself. And then you go back and you keep trying until
Yes.
one day you get that job. And if you know a chorus line, the musical, everybody
Yes.
wants the job.
Yes.
And one day they're going to get it. And it may not be this time.
And it might not even be the job they originally thought they were going to.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's how fate has a way of giving you gifts.
Right, and that's why
Right.
when you miss one thing, it might be better if you look around for other things,
Yeah.
pursuing different
Another
things.
door will open.
Exactly.
Don't lose the faith.
Exactly. They're all thinking, oh, God, I hope I get it. I
Yes,
hope I get it.
that's the whole song. I hope I get it. And so you really have to be persistent. You have to have
Yes.
confidence in yourself and know that you're doing what you love, and don't take anything personally. That's the best advice I could give anyone.
That's good advice, I think.
That's great advice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So you've had an interesting past, but I imagine you've still got plans for the future. What do you have in store?
You know what? I never know what I have in store because I didn't know I would be working with Purple Songs Can Fly.
Okay.
And so I never know. I like to take each day as it comes. I like to look for opportunities. The older I get, the more select I am about really how do I want to spend my time.
Right.
So, and I have 2 grandsons that I adore, and then I like to spend time with them too. So we will see what the future holds. I don't know.
Good
Thinking there
answer.
might be a musical for Purple Songs maybe in the future.
I want to cruise to Norway.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Cruise to Norway. Why not? I can do that.
There you
Okay.
go. There you go. Actually, we forgot to mention that, Carol, you won an award recently. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's been several years ago, but I'm very, very proud that I won Teacher of the Year
Awesome.
for Pershing Middle School, and then I went on to win the Southwest District Teacher of the Year for Houston ISD.
Woohoo.
And it meant a lot to me because it was with my theater students,
Right.
and it was just a very rewarding place to work, and it was a good time. So I was having a good time then.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. And even more interesting award that I was unaware of is an award that is still presented in Hong Kong at Discovery Bay International School,
Oh, wow.
where I taught theater just for the little elementary kids. And we had so much fun because it was a mixture of nationalities, a lot of Asian, a lot of
Chinese.
European kids, a lot of American kids. And so we had a lot of fun. And several years after we moved back to the United States, a friend of mine said, oh, by the way, there's an award in your name, and it's the Carol Younkin Drama Award. And she said it was given every year to the most outstanding drama student in the elementary school, which made me really proud because I didn't know anything about it. So, yeah, it was a cool thing.
You have the right to be proud about that.
So it's been fun.
Well, thanks, everybody.
So we're going to end this segment, the last segment of this episode, with a song by Miss Gracie that she wrote when she was 6 years old. It's called I Am a Work of Art. So thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
I'm Dominic Dabala,
And I'm Emily Freeman.
and in this episode we interviewed Miss Carol Younkin. So thanks everyone for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
My teeth are missing, my smile is funny, my head's too big, and my hair's too short. I know I'm brave, I know I'm smart, my eyes are the most beautiful part. I'm a work of art. I'm one of a kind. I'm a work of art. I'm pretty. My eyes are blue, like the morning sky. They come from my daddy. He's a great guy. I know I'm brave. I know I'm smart. My eyes are the most beautiful part. I'm a work of art. I'm one of a kind. I'm a work of art. I'm pretty.
Thanks for listening to Purple Songs Can Fly. We'll see you again next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Kids channel. And remember, for more information about the Purple Songs Can Fly project, visit www.purplesongscanfly.org. We'll be back with more music next week.
Purple songs can fly.